Hello and welcome to North Penn News. I'm Kyle Berger.
And I'm Melissa Croak. In our first story, the North Penn High School Child Development classes recently invited some very special friends for a visit. North Penn News reporter Jason Hefner has the story.
Over 130 elementary school children from Philadelphia's George Washington Elementary School spent a day of fun at North Penn High School. Students in Mrs. Grace Katz's child development classes have been working on a partnership with the school for the past year. The students arrived at the high school and were treated to an exercise activity after their long bus ride. Next, it was off to the auditorium to meet North Penn High School's principal, Dr. Vincent Cotter, and to be entertained by the North Penn High School's green room, who performed two plays, The Bernstein Bears Go to the Doctor and Peter Rabbit. The students and their new friends then headed outside to enjoy a pizza party on the fitness fort and trash to train in the high school courtyard. And no visit to our area would be complete without stopping by Merrymead Farms to talk to the animals and, of course, to eat some homemade ice cream. As their visit came to an end, the George Washington students exclaimed,
Thank you, North Penn High School.
Thank you, North Penn High.
For North Penn News, I'm Jason Hefner.
The team of Janice Drew, Rishi Sanyal, and Sahini Sanyal has been selected as a regional winner in the 1998 National Science Teachers Association and Toshiba Explorer Vision Awards competition. They are one of 48 teams selected from nearly 5,000 entries, representing over 17,000 students from the United States and Canada. The project the trio submitted was entitled Sonoluminescence Imaging, which deals with microscopic air bubbles in the bloodstream. The finalists will be announced this month. Good luck to the team.
North Penn High School seniors in Mr. Brumbaugh's social studies classes held a mock Senate hearing in the auditorium of North Penn High School. The students chose real-life senators as they would represent, and then argued different bills and casted votes. The students researched and role-played their senator to act the way his or her senator would behave. The planning took about a month and a half. In the morning, Representative John Fox spoke and answered questions about the real legislative branch. The students met in committees, ate lunch, held a floor debate, and voted on the actual bills on the Senate docket. Next year, North Penn hopes to invite surrounding schools to send representatives here to join North Penn High School's mock Senate. In the ravine on North Penn High School property, there is a dam being built. This area will be used for drainage from the parking lot, and the dam will have the capacity for 100 years flood. The North Penn High School construction is moving along smoothly. The masonry on the cafeteria expansion has begun, and crews have almost completed the roofing. The expansion will be connected to the existing D-pod by the current Teacher's Lounge. Keep watching North Penn Television for further construction updates.
North Penn High School student Elizabeth Jin, a Latin 3 student, was selected as the winner of the Philadelphia Classical Society's annual drawing contest. Each school year, the PCS holds the contest to select a drawing of a classical nature done by a student to put on their informal stationery. Elizabeth will receive her award at the annual PCS luncheon this month.
Congratulations to the North Penn High School Academic Decathlon for winning its second straight title. Team members included Josephine Drew, Kim Dash, Jason Harris, Scott Clark, Helene Lewinsky, Chad Tressler, Jim Kramer, Katie O'Driscoll, and Jimmy Young. The team scored over 43,000 points out of a possible 60,000. Senior Josephine Drew set the individual state record in points and won 8 out of 10 gold medals in the honors division. Each of the other team members also won individual medals for the team. The team will now represent Pennsylvania in the U.S. Academic Decathlon in April in Rhode Island.
Congratulations to North Penn High School senior Orion Nestle, who recently placed first in printmaking at the 20th Annual Montgomery County College Invitational High School Exhibition and Competition. Senior Ju Kim also placed third in the printmaking competition. Ju and Orion are students in the Art 2 major classes in the high school. Congratulations to both.
North Penn High School held its annual college fair in the high school gymnasium. Our own Kyle Berger has the story.
One of the most difficult decisions a high school student has to make is which college he or she would like to attend. To help along with that decision-making process, North Penn High School offers its annual college fair. Tonight, over 125 representatives from colleges ranging from Drexel to Notre Dame are here to help students make that choice. The North Penn College Fair proved to be a very effective way for college representatives to show high school students what it takes to get into the college of their choice. The college fair began at 6:30 with a seminar on college selection. Then from 7 to 9 o'clock, over 125 representatives made their services available to the students. Rows upon rows of colleges, universities, and service academies gave out information about their schools. Students found a wide variety of schools ranging from business schools to liberal arts colleges. After the fair, another seminar was held in the auditorium. The topic was a very important one, financial aid. Dr. Vincent Cotter, principal of North Penn High School, told North Penn News where students can get additional information on financial aid.
Well, throughout the school year, we have some seminars that operate in the building. You can also go to your guidance office, or you can go to the Future Plan Center to obtain information about financial aid. But it's one of the trickier things in the application process, in particular for parents. One of the things that you can often find out is sometimes with financial aid, you find out that you can maybe go to a more selected school than you had previously thought. So sometimes it's a way, if you truly understand the financial aid process, a way of bumping up the selectivity of your school that you're going to attend.
As expected, the North Penn High School's annual college fair has helped high school students prepare for a strong future. For North Penn News, I'm Kyle Berger. Students from the North Montco Technical Career Center were recently recognized for their work with Habitat for Humanity. The students were presented congressional awards by Congressman John Fox for their work in West Philadelphia. 2 retired senior volunteers were also recognized in the ceremony. The students will be spending 2 weeks in June in Honduras working with Habitat for Humanity International. Congratulations to all students involved.
North Penn High School Theater will be presenting their spring musical, 42nd Street. The 1930s Broadway musical features exciting tap dancing and vocals. The play will be presented on Thursday, April 30th, Friday, May 1st, and Saturday, May 2nd. The curtain goes up at 7:30 p.m. Orchestra tickets are $6 and general admission tickets are $5. The North Penn High School box office is open every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Mr. Robert Bateman, Technology Education Chairperson for the North Penn School District, was recently named Supervisor of the Year by the International Technology Education Association. This prestigious award is given to one outstanding supervisor each year who has displayed exemplary leadership in all aspects of his or her position and who strives to improve and advance technology education. In addition to Mr. Bateman, Wayne Dallas and Brian Kratz were named as 1998 Program Excellence Award winners in recognition of the excellence of Penfield's Middle School's technology education program. Congratulations to our technology teachers.
Once again, Penndale Middle School performed a spectacular show as they presented their 1998 spring musical Oliver, based on Charles Dickens' story Oliver Twist. Oliver was directed by Amy Schwartz. Oliver, played by Matt Wells, is an orphan who runs away from the head of his boarding house, the evil Mr. Bumble, played by Ethan Vino. The play deals with Oliver's experience as he tries to find a family to love him. At the end of the play, Oliver learns his heritage and is reunited with his real family. As a tribute to the cast and crew's hard work, the capacity crowd cheered and applauded loudly as the curtain closed on this year's performance. Congratulations to all involved.
11 Penndale students recently won awards at the Montgomery County Science Research Competition. First place winners Robert Vince and Ashani Mukherjee, along with second place winners Bonnie Lau and Needy Sardana, will move on to compete in the Delaware Valley Science Research Competition this week. Congratulations to all of the Penndale winners.
Penndale 9th grader Evan Elias, a student in the interdisciplinary program, has won the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair Writing Award. Thousands of students in grades 9 through 12 from across the country entered the contest. Evan will receive a $100 savings bond, and Penndale's library will also receive a $100 donation. Evan and his family will go to the Renaissance Fair this summer for the presentation ceremony.
Walton Farm Elementary School had the opportunity to learn firsthand information about the Oregon Trail. The Assemblies Group, Incorporated, visited the school and gave an interactive, living account of life on the Oregon Trail. The students learned about the clothing, the trading goods, the tools, and the music of that part of American history. The students were encouraged to answer questions, ask questions, as well as lend a hand in the presentation.
Fifth grade students at Inglewood Elementary School went back in time as part of their studies on American pioneers. The students joined together in a journey of life as a pioneer. Students spent the day reenacting the Oregon Trail and eating as a pioneer. They learned how to make butter and also spent time telling stories around a campfire. Overall, it was a special learning experience for all involved.
General Nash Elementary School students performed The Guardian, a student-written play. The sixth grade students wrote the play about kids, presidents of companies, robots, angels, and songs about saving the earth. The play was directed by Mary Mooney, and the music director was Randy Sachs. The play was dedicated to a sixth grade classmate who died earlier in the year.
Hatfield Elementary School recently held its second annual Science and Math Day. Students traveled throughout their building, visiting different rooms with different learning experiences. The students learned about dinosaurs, tornadoes, electricity, balance, kite making, and many other scientific and math experiments. The school was also visited by the Philadelphia Zoo on Wheels and the Star Labs of Merck Institute for Science Education.
Hatfield Elementary School also celebrated Women's History Month with a variety of festivities. Throughout the month, students designed bulletin board displays, traced the women's suffrage movement, and learned songs about famous women to culminate the celebration. School-wide assembly was held featuring students portraying historical and noble women, original poetry, and music and songs.
Gwinnett Square and Inglewood Elementary School recently joined together for a concert celebrating music in our schools. Over 180 students in the band, orchestra, and chorus performed songs dedicated to the joy of music. They performed 1-hour concert for fellow students, faculty members, and parents at Inglewood in the morning and Gwinnett Square in the afternoon.
March was a big month for local young authors in the North Penn School District. 281 4th and 5th grade students were selected from North Penn's 13 elementary schools to participate in this day-long Young Authors Conference held at the Walton Farm Elementary School. The day started with a keynote address from James Howe, the famous children's author of the well-known Bunicula series. Howe gave the young authors insights on his motivation to writing, editing, publishing, and keeping his creative mind active. Authors spent the bulk of the conference in workshops focusing on all aspects of writing. Some of the workshops included creative writing, storytelling, bookbinding, writing interpretation through music and dance, and broadcast reading. The Authors Conference is an 11-year tradition in the North Penn School District, providing valuable insight into real-life aspects of being an author.
Oak Park Elementary School students are proud to be Americans. North Penn News reporter Christy Zabrodsky has the story.
As part of the celebration of Music in Our Schools Month, Oak Park Elementary students decked out in red, white, and blue for their annual Festival of the Arts. With the theme, A Salute to the USA, students and their families had the opportunity to experience the many aspects of Americana. There were games such as hopscotch and chutes and ladders, and students and their families could learn about early American school books. Quilt making and kazoo making were also part of the evening's festivities, while the Oak Park Boy Scouts were on hand to give a demonstration on flag folding. And what patriotic celebration isn't complete without hot dogs? But perhaps the grandest part of the evening was the great American entertainment provided by the Oak Park Music Department. The orchestra performed American classics such as the Crawdad song, while the band, with a little help from the chorus, headed out to the ball game. The chorus took the stage to sing a medley entitled Made in the USA. The chorus entertained the audience from sounds of the blues to rock and roll to country and to American music. As the students wrapped up their performance, the Statue of Liberty appeared, reminding the crowd. For North Penn News, I'm Christy Zabrodsky.
Grade resource students at Gwinnett and Culp Elementary Schools presented a mock trial at the Montgomery Township building. students presented the case Speak Out versus the United States to the North Penn Elementary Supreme Court. Students used their research of previous Supreme Court cases, the preamble to the Constitution, and the First Amendment to prepare their arguments for the case. Students acted as lawyers for Speak Out, lawyers for the United States, and justices for the Supreme Court.
There are many scholarship opportunities for students of North Penn High School. The Montgomery County Korean American Association Scholarship application deadline is April 15th. For any student who is planning on continuing education in areas such as floriculture, forestry, and conservation, a scholarship is available through the Norristown Garden Club with the application deadline of April 17th. The Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Scholarship for African American high school seniors deadline is April 24th. May 4th is the deadline for the Montgomery Association of the Blind Scholarship offered to a legally blind senior. And the MPAID Scholarship deadline is May 15th. These applications and more can be found in the Future Plan Center in the North Penn High School. Please see Mrs. Chioda Keller for more information.
Attention all ESL students, the English Language Proficiency Test, or the ELPT, of the SAT-2 will be offered at the North Penn High School on April 28th. The test fee is $12 per student. Checks should be made payable to the SAT-2 program. The registration deadline is March 24th. Please see Mrs. Donaher in room A30 for registration materials.
The 12th Night is also collecting Gennardi register tapes for 1% cash back on all purchases to support the North Penn High School football program. If you have any receipts, please drop them in the box in the North Penn High School Student Center, room F36. And also, the North Penn School Board will be holding several public meetings this month. On Tuesday, April 7th, the monthly work session will take place. Then, on Tuesday, April 14th, a special action agenda regarding E-rate proposals will be held on, and the regular action agenda will be held on Thursday, April 16th. All these meetings will begin at 7:30 p.m. in the Educational Services Center.
Up next, Tony DiDomizio joins us with a look at North Penn sports. Stay tuned.
The waters, brings the rain that feeds the land. The land gives the water boundaries, the animals a home. The animals, they keep the land from being lonely, fill the air with song. All life dances together.
In a world so connected, choosing one environmental cause can be hard.
All life sings together.
Now there's EarthShare, 40 of the world's most respected environmental charities working under one name. To find out how you and your company can help, call 1-800-MY-SHARE.
All life lives, or doesn't, together.
Welcome back to North Penn News. Tony DiDomizio now joins us with a look at North Penn sports. Tony?
Thanks, Kyle. The boys and girls track teams both won their respective meets last week against Neshaminy in convincing fashion. The Knights rolled over the Redskins, 113-37. They won all but 4 events on the day. The Knights swept the 800, 1600, and 3200 races, along with the discus and javelin events. The maidens beat the Lady Redskins by 58 points on the track. Sophomore Cheryl Smith swept the hurdle events for the maidens, who now join the Knights in an undefeated season thus far. Both teams will be running against Norristown this week, and the girls' team will be at the Track and Field Coaches Association meet on Saturday. In girls' soccer action, the maidens fell short of the Neshaminy Redskins by the slimmest of margins, dropping a 2-1 decision in the Suburban 1 League. North Penn gave up 2 goals in the first half and could not find a net until there were 2 minutes left. That was when junior Angela Dobes sent the ball past Neshaminy keeper Kim Conway, giving the maidens their only goal of the game. The maidens are now 2-3 and will be playing William Tennant and Abington this week. The North Penn volleyball team picked up a 2-game sweep of Neshaminy in action last week, 15-9 and 16-14. The Knights were down 14-10 in the second game when Jeff Busby had a huge dig to save the game. The Knights then rallied for 6 straight points and sent the Skins packing. In all, Busby had 9 kills, 6 digs, and 4 blocks. North Penn is now 3-1 and plays Christopher Dock and Pennsbury at home this week. The girls lacrosse team had a field day against the Norristown Eagles last week. North Penn Television was there, and here are some highlights. Coach Pat Vogel had a pretty easy day thanks in large part to an offensive explosion in the first half. Shanna Hungate got the first of her 6 goals early on with this backhander. Sarah DeCilli gets her goal with this 15-footer. Alyssa Moser, who is headed to Notre Dame on a lacrosse scholarship, will beat the Norristown goalie with a rocket. Good passing here by the Maidens as it goes to DeCilli to Moser to Hungate, who buries it. And here's a pretty set of moves by George Mason-bound Nikki Leone. Once again, it's Shannon Hungate lengthening the Maidens' lead with a top-shelf backhander. And finally, Alyssa Moser goes coast to coast after picking up the ground ball, closing out the scoring in the first half. The Maidens then coasted to a 15-8 victory. The Maidens are still undefeated, and they will play Downingtown this week. On the tennis courts, North Penn Knights are continuing to light it up. The undefeated Knights rolled over the Penn Ridge Rams, dropping only 1 match on the afternoon. Cliff Nyan, George Jew, and Nathan Giersch won straight-set singles matches, and the Knights swept the 3 doubles matches. The tennis team is off this week and will resume play after spring break. The North Penn softball team dropped a heartbreaker of a loss to Council Rock in extra innings. The Maidens lost to make up of a rain-out 5-3 in 10 innings. The Maidens will be at Downingtown this week. The North Penn baseball team picked up a hard-earned victory over the Bensalem Owls on Friday. A big first inning gave the Knights 2 runs, and they hung on for a 2-1 victory. Andrew Clemens hit a double and was knocked in by a Mike Hauser triple. Hauser was then knocked in on an RBI single by Joe Alcaro. The Knights will play at Methacton and home against Upper Moreland this week. And finally, if you're interested in honing your basketball or football skills, the North Penn School District is holding 2 camps this summer. North Penn High School basketball coach Mike Fergus will be holding basketball day camps in June and July. Students who age 8 through those entering grade 12 are welcome to sign up. The first day camp will be held June 22nd through June 26th, and day camp 2 will be held July 6th through July 10th. Camps run from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and cost $110. There will also be a special shooting camp held on June 29th and 30th from 8 a.m. to noon at a cost of $50. The football camp will be taught by North Penn High School football coach Mike Pettin from July 13th through July 17th. The camp is open to any students entering grades 5 through 10. The camp will be held from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at North Penn High School. The non-contact camp is to provide football instruction in an enjoyable yet competitive environment. The cost of the camp is $110. If you're interested in either of these camps, please call the North Penn Community Services and Education Office at 215-368-0400, extension 205, or 206 for more information.
Well, and that's it for this edition of North Penn News. For Melissa Croak, Tony DiDomizio, and the entire North Penn News team, I'm Kyle Berger. Stay tuned as North Penn television programming continues after the break.